2008 to assess indeed the level of cooperation. And this cooperation encompasses different areas from peace and security and political, economic and social areas. For peace, just one example, for peace and security, now we are working together for the issue of Darfur with Qatar. Under the leadership of Qatar, we have established this Qatar initiative, and within this Qatar initiative, we brought all parties in Darfur for peacekeeping, for peace talk. This is one one example of the good cooperation between the two organizations. But even for this year, we are already preparing the second Afro-Arab Summit to be held maybe next year. For this year also, we will prepare. We are preparing a trade fair to be held in Djibouti. Maybe in June or July. So there are already something that we can say which is a good level of cooperation between the two organizations and between the countries of League of Arab States and African countries.
Next question, please. I see some hands. The gentleman second from the aisle in the second row.
My name is Anwar Al-Baroud, Deputy Mission of the United Arab Emirates to the United Nations. First of all, thank you, Professor Kamal, to give us this opportunity to listen to the Ambassador Leila today. I would like to refer to the question about the Sudan issues. I think there's a double standard for the United Nations to deal and involve with the Somalian issues and also Sudan issues. Somalia issues, I think it is free call of involving of the US Security Council, which is the basis of the terrorists. Other hand, Sudan issues, I think maybe there's more, I think the objectives, very high objectives to the power of the Security Council members. Are you think there's, some of maybe something behind about this issue, why this is very cool, United Nations to deal with the Somalian and with the Sudan, they are very, very active. The second things also, I would like to refer about the Sudan issues also. If we go back to during the former Vice President Al Gore, he raised very, highlight about the global warming at that time. It is effect of the Sudan also, area. So I think this is also to play a role today about the Sudan issues, not only political. I think it is also for issue of the warming globalization. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Anwar, for your question. Yeah, definitely, we can say that we are talking about double standard from the Security Council side, because they are doing a lot for Sudan and not too much for Somali. Maybe there is also the history of a failure of the United Nations in Somali, because before we have sent a very huge peacekeeping operation. It was in the 90s, and it failed really. That's why maybe there are still some reluctance to send peacekeeping operation in Somali. But maybe there are also a lot of interest in Sudan. That's why all efforts now are on Sudan. But the two are linked. And what we can say is now that maybe after after this peacekeeping operation, the UNAMID in Darfur, now the focus can be on Somali. Indeed, in Somali, there are also a lot of efforts that has been deployed by the Security Council and the United Nations to deal with piracy. The issue of piracy in Somali. And then we, as African Union, we requested that one part of this piracy program must be linked with the peacekeeping operation on the ground. Now we are still seeking for the establishment of the UN peacekeeping operation from June in Somali to take over from AMISOM. And now with this package, which has been allocated to AMISOM, I think we can deploy more troops in Somali because we have been authorized to deploy 8,000 troops. But indeed, it's not big enough if we compare with 20,000 troops in Sudan. And you know what is happening, really? Everybody, when we organize troop contributing countries meetings, everybody wants to go to Sudan. Why? They don't want to go to Somali. Because Sudan, it is the UN security, the UN, he's organizing this peacekeeping operation, and in Somali, it is the AU. In Sudan, they are paid, the soldier, one soldier is paid 1,000 per month, and in Somali, it is the half. That's why they don't want to go there. That's why we ask really the United Nations to take over AMISOM in order to put at the same level, at the same standard, the peacekeeping operation in this region. For your second question, yes, we have to address the issue of Sudan in a more comprehensive framework. Not only dealing with political issues, peacekeeping issues, judicial issues, but address also the humanitarian issues and also the elections and, of course, the environment aspect. I think we need to address all those issues in one package, in one framework. That's why we need really time to implement this huge program in Sudan.
Can I ask a supplementary? Because Mr. Al-Barout's reference to global warming.
Yes.
People have said that Darfur is the first victim of global warming. That the real problem in Darfur is that because of global warming, there is erosion of the soil, and so agricultural land is shrinking, and therefore there is competition for the same agricultural land. And that's why people are killing each other. Do you agree with this assessment?
Yes, definitely I agree with you. I cannot not agree with you. I agree with you indeed, yes.